Sony has updated their line of video receivers for 2018, and their new XAV-V631BT and XAV-W651BT are the first entries in their line. Let's get the one difference out of the way between these two stereos, because they're basically identical otherwise. The XAV-V631BT is a media receiver, meaning it has no disc slot, and the XAV-W651BT has a disc slot, so it plays CDs and DVDs. Besides that, all the features of these two radios are the same. Sony fitted both radios with a 6.2-inch clear resistive touchscreen and a 4x55-watt dynamic reality amplifier. Both have expandability options, as they feature TomTom GPS navigation compatibility by adding the Sony XAV-V400 navigation module with GPS antenna. This will turn either receiver into a touchscreen navigation system. The rotary dials on both stereos handle volume control, source selection, NFC one-touch Bluetooth pairing, and can also summon Siri or Google Assistant from the depths of their smartphone dungeons. Bluetooth provides hands-free calling plus wireless music streaming. You can also play music connected via USB with a cable. The difference between the Bluetooth and USB connection is the USB gives your device a charge and provides album artwork, whereas the Bluetooth connection just provides music tags. Both connections also give you control over your music apps like Spotify and Pandora and your music libraries. The front panels feature a 3.5mm auxiliary input and a USB port. Besides charging and mobile device connection, use the USB port with a flash drive to play music or video files and view images. For audio, the radios are compatible with playback of MP3, WMA, AAC, WAV, and FLAC files with ID3 tag display. For video, they're compatible with XVID, MPEG-1, MPEG-2, MPEG-4, and JPEG images. Both radios also have rear RCA AV inputs to receive a video source or easily mirror your smartphone screen to either stereo using the Beuler BU-HDMIV mirroring adapter. Link in the bio for that. This is especially useful for Google Maps, Waze, YouTube, and Netflix. Let's see how these radios match up against each other in our testing. First up, speaker level outputs. With the EQ set to flat, single channel driven, 14.4 volts, and a 40Hz test tone, on the W651BT we hit pre-clipping at volume 37. The oscilloscope read 9.52 volts, and our audio multimeter was picking up 19 watts RMS. Power consumption was 44.4 watts, and we had a current of 3.08 amps. The V631BT didn't hard clip until volume 39. So we'll use its soft clip volume of 38, where our audio multimeter wasn't even picking up that it was clipping either, so it's one volume level higher than the 651BT. The oscilloscope read 9.9 volts, and our audio multimeter picked up 20 watts RMS. Power consumption and current were slightly higher, going up to 1 kHz on the W651BT at volume 37. We picked up 9.29 volts and 15 watts RMS. Power consumption and current stayed about the same. At volume 38 on the V631BT, we got 10.1 volts and then 17 watts RMS. Next, we set the radios up with 2 channels driven, and with a 40Hz test tone, the W651BT clipped again at volume 38. The oscilloscope went down to 9.46 volts, and we picked up 19 watts RMS, power consumption of 73 watts, and a current of 5.12 amps. At volume 38 on the V631BT, we got 9.8 volts and 19 watts RMS. Power consumption and current stayed the same. On the W651BT up to 1 kHz volume 37, our oscilloscope read 9.25 volts, and we got 16 watts RMS on the audio multimeter. At volume 38 on the V631BT, our oscilloscope read 10.1 volts, and the audio multimeter picked up 17 watts RMS again. The final tests were on the preamp outputs. We tested a single output. Sony claims they are 2 volts, and we got almost identical results at 40 Hz, with the W651BT coming in at 2.05 volts and the V631BT coming in at 2.03 volts. Both were clean all the way and tested at max volume 42. The frequency responses on both radios were also solid. We assumed that we were able to test at a higher volume on the V631BT because of its lack of a DVD-CD drive. It's more efficient and there isn't as much pulling on the power supply, so we were able to just get a tad more volume pre-clipping. There are 3 sets of pre-outputs, give you flexibility when hooking up amplifiers for a great system setup. The 5-band EQ with optional presets helps controlling frequency response. Further user customization include balance and fader control and crossover settings with high pass and low pass filters. You can also change the wallpaper to one of 5 color options. The identical connections in the back include radio antenna, 3 sets of 2-volt RCA preamp outputs for front, rear, and subwoofer, RCA AV inputs, backup camera, video output, wiring harness, RGB input for external devices, steering wheel control, and Bluetooth microphone. The radios both come with wiring harnesses and Bluetooth microphones, but the V651BT also comes with a wireless remote control. That's it on the Sony XAV-V631BT and XAV-W651BT. Be sure to get all of your car audio and video gear with us at qualitymobilevideo.com. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you hate it, click the dislike button. Join the conversation below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching.